So we started out at Gal Ed in the north, and then they were in the middle of experimenting a little bit with changing the program.
Hmm.
So we went from Gal Ed to like a month long, like learning something in Jerusalem. And then
Like a Ulpan.
it was like a Ulpan, but like also educational. It was like the first attempt at doing something more.
Beyond just kibbutz.
Exactly, right. And then we got to Grofit in the south.
Ah,
And
okay.
I believe we were the last workshop that had the typical kibbutz structure. And by the time I was in the central office, there were
Right,
like no kibbutzim left to
right.
do that with. Everything had changed. Being on workshop and being able to experience that year gave me a real drive to come back into the movement. I think when that ended up happening, which wasn't my plan, but when it ended up happening that I came in and was with Jenny,
Yeah.
right, the Maskirut Artsy, it was really kind of a beautiful expression, I think, of
Mm.
one, not a whole generation, but that feeling of like doing the repair, like what was missing in our year, how we could remedy
Ah,
that, or like where do we push the movement forward, or where are we headed next, and that I feel like we had that front of mind, and we were right in the middle of such a transition time,
yeah.
and so we just happened to land like in that slot of like, things are no longer the same. It's not just a given that you're just going to go spend a year in kibbutz.
Right.
And if that's not a given, then what are we struggling to achieve? And what are we thinking about? And what are we debating? And how do we think about things in a new way? And so we were part of that.
Right. There was a real shift, and that's the direction it's in now. You were part of that